Good evening. All right, so I'm going to try and do my very quick stamped one sheet wonders. Might try and see if I can do it under 10 minutes. So I have like a few stamps still on my desk. So I've just taught a class, did the crescent and triple line class. I have to remember to stick to the same names that I use for all these classes. Yeah, so there we go. And it was an amalgamation of a class that the wreath class that I used to teach years ago used to include a crescent within it, but it just got too much to teach. So I hadn't done it for ages. And some ladies in the class said, oh, can you teach it? Which I was reminded of today. And then I said, oh, what should I pair it with? So we did triple lines. Yeah, we had fun. It was really good fun. So I have some inks on my desk. I'm not going to, this is a good challenge for me. I'm just going to use what's on my desk. I'll give you I was going to show you what I did tonight, but I think I might put it away. Yeah, put it away. Never mind, it's too late. And I have a few stamps on my floor, but we'll just go with what I've got. And we'll set a timer and see what I can do. Now, I saw on Artful Stampin Space that somebody had done kind of like an S shape on a piece of card and it looked really good. And I like the way that it ended up looking like it when you cut it up into 8 pieces, that you just had like this really beautiful kind of wave of florals going through it. So I really liked that and I wanted to try it out. So I think that's what I may do. I might just do that. Right, just checking what have I got on my desk. Make sure I've got enough bits and pieces. So I'll say a very quick hello to everyone on the live. Welcome also if you're watching this on the replay. Hi Elaine, Valerie, Susan, Shaz, Vicky, Mary, Julie, Lisa, Melissa, hi Lorraine, Lorraine Henderson, hello. No, I hadn't said hello to Lorraine. Welcome. Right, is that everybody? Christine. Yes, it was great to see Elaine in class today. That was really good. Okay, let's get the desk view on the go. Oh, right, just sorry, excuse my mucky grid paper. You can tell a little sneak preview of what I was stamping earlier during class. Oh yes, actually, no, I can show you. So it was based on this one that I did. There's an actual video of me doing this. So if you would like to try and stamp that, there is a video. But this is the one that I did in class. So I'm kind of breaking it down and how I did it. So that was fun. Right. I'm going to pull up my chair and take a seat. Hi, Carol Gonzalez. Welcome. Right, now, I do have these on my desk. I'll use these in a little wee while. These might be actually quite helpful for creating an S shape. So, so it's kind of like that, wasn't it? So it's kind of a half infinity. Half of an infinity. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I don't want that one. Go with that one. I'll go around that way. And I'll get to there and then I'll swap over. I think. Is that right? That's where I need a pencil. Just to... Right, we'll start with a light colour. You know what? I'm going to go do something crazy. I'm going to use pink for a leaf. Because I can. Sometimes it's nice just to do something a bit odd and crazy. Right, let's see how this looks. Just gonna do that. Okay. Swap over. helps to a bit of an outline. Oh, I kind of want to swap back over now. It's sort of like the S was coming to an end there, but anyway. All right, let's just put a bit of something down on the paper. I might return to these stamps. So incidentally, those stamps come from Courage and Faith, that one there. While I'm here, I might just stamp a bit more. I forgot I was timing myself. I think I started about 2 minutes ago. Everyone got a timer? Who's got a timer? So I'm 6 minutes into my live, but we'll say we started in 4 minutes. All right, we'll just go with that, I think. Although now I've seen gaps. I'm like, oh, got a few more bits in. All right, that'll do. That'll do. Now I have used this stamp quite a lot this evening, but that's why it's out on my desk. So right. Go with a bit of blueberry bushel. Oh, stick on. I'll bring my mats back in. Hello, Miss Carla. An S for Shaz. Exactly. There we go. Hello to all the names beginning with S. Oh, I remember what I was going to say to you guys today. We had a very interesting conversation at our breastfeeding group today. We ended up talking about people's names, and that was it. We were just talking about sort of heritage, and you know, someone said, "Oh yes, I'm very Welsh." She said there was somewhere in her family way back when there was a William Williams. Now the surname Williams is very popular in Wales, like Jones or Davis. There are some, you know, certain surnames associated with the nation. Anyway, then we were talking about people who had married and then maybe had like a double-barreled name, or she then also said that she had a family member who, rather than having a double-barreled or hyphenated name, they actually combined their surnames to create a new surname between the couple, which was quite fun. Although if they'd combined it in a certain way, it would have sounded a bit funny. But anyway, and then we ended up talking about people who, particularly women who'd married, so their surnames had changed. And someone I know said, "Oh, I know a lady who ended up being called Rose because her maiden name was something different, like Rose, I don't know, Rose Jones or whatever it was. And then she married somebody whose surname was Rose." And I know a couple, actually they've passed away now, but I knew of a couple, friends of my parents, whose surname was Rose. Anyway, so she was saying, yes, this lady, her name was Rose. So I thought, gosh, that's so fascinating. I wonder if you guys can tell me any interesting surname or name stories, people whose names, I don't know, got changed, or yeah, I don't know. Right, I'm using Lost Lagoon now. Hi, Janice. I just fancied having a sort of dusky blue, bluey, greeny flower. I just thought, let's mix it up. Let's do something different. So for those of you who are just joining, I'm doing an S formation design for my stamped background that I'm hoping will create some really nice Interesting. Actually, I think the person who did it, theirs was less, it wasn't as, what's the word? Well, not as wide, it was less wide. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Right. I don't know whether to do that in the same colour or to do something different. I might just go for the same colour. We'll just pretend it's the same flower, but just from a different viewpoint. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Where's it gone? Oh. What if I put it back? Oh. Sorry, I've lost the stamp that I need. Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let me just see if it's not attached itself to something else. I was moving stamps around so much earlier that it might have got itself attached to something else. Frustrating. I'm sure I had a pile here. Hold on, let's just see if it's nope. Oh, that's so weird. Let's see if it's on the floor. Anyone seen my stamp? Oh, that one doesn't even belong in there. Oh, I just dropped one. I definitely just had one fall on the floor. Right, you just have to remind me to look for that later because I haven't got time to look for it now. Right, I think I'm going to cheat. I'm going to try and stamp that there instead because I can't find the other one. Right, something just fell out of that one though. I'm going to have to look for it. I think it might be the other one. Oh no, it's not that. Oh, right, Ruth, stop overthinking it. Go for it. All right. Alright, so this is the daisy-like one from Textured Floral. Oh well, that works. What'll have to do. Our old neighbours were both called Peter, Peter and Peter. I had friends in middle school whose parents were names were John and Jonda. John and Jonda. How bizarre. So funny. My name Hulk was spelled Holtz when my check was like, we don't know why it was changed. Maybe they couldn't read the writing. It sounds like Holtz, but spelled Hulk. Oh. I joked with my long-term boyfriend that if we were to marry, I'd want to hyphenate my name. It would have been Zastro Turriff. His nickname was Artie. Artie Zastro Turriff. Very cool. Oh. My first boyfriend was David Davidson. There we go, see? Yes, we were talking about William Williams. And then I was saying that I went to school with a George Georgiou. Right, okay. I'm just going to have to move on from this. Ruth, come on, because this is definitely going over the 10 minutes now. This has gone a bit crazy. Right. I think if you allow for, you know, not looking for lost stamps. Right, so I'm just inking the top 4 leaves here. I know of a couple that he changes his name to hers and added son. Oh, okay. I think people who work with the public, like Mary, you work with the public, don't you, a lot? You must come across some interesting names. Or just, you know, lots of different names. And I always imagine that, well, I always think it's interesting that, like, in a country that's such a melting pot of different nationalities, like America, like the US rather, that there are just names from all different parts of the world. My hubby's first name is Paul. My maiden name was Paul. So if he took my name, he would be Paul. There we go. See, that's funny. Oh, Diane, sorry to hear that. Oh, my son-in-law took our surname instead of our daughter taking his. Oh, that's interesting. We knew a couple where the husband was Wise and the wife was Acres, so they went by the Wise Acres. That's brilliant. You know what, I'm just going to do a crazy pink leaf because I'm in that kind of mood now. This is a little leaf from Cheerful Daisies, which is so pretty. One of my clients named their child Casey Stella. Try saying that with a Scottish accent. Hi, Nancy. Okay, that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. Alright, what else have I got on my desk? Oh, got that. I'm wondering whether to go back to Blueberry Bushel actually for that. Oh, it's very dramatic, isn't it? Looks fallish. Ah, okay. What about now I've put the blue in, Mary? Looks like wheat. It does a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Blue wheat. Have you ever seen blue wheat before? Right, I'm going to go back to the wild wheat and go back to a stamp I have just used. I used it just to lay it down some pink in the background, although you can barely see the pink now, but I'm just going to use it to do some of this around the place. Really quite like this stamp, it's so beautiful. Stick a bit in there. Oh, I know I've gone over I've gone over the 10 minutes now, haven't I? Oh, I'm into 24 minutes. Oh dear. Oh, it's worth it. I'm going to change the title now, aren't I? The Not So Quick Stamped One Sheet Wonder. Yes, A4. That was Blueberry Bushel. Hi, Lorraine. Hello, Mary Murray. Now, they've got these from Botanical Layers. I'm just going to pop some of these about the place in pink. Just scatter it around like so. Okay. I'm going to do a bit of dottage in a second, but I'm just going to go back in with a Lost Lagoon, this little one. So I'm just trying to spread out a bit of that blue, so it's not just all focused on the main flowers. Hi Audrey. Oh Audrey, this was inspired by your S that you shared on Artful Stampin' Space. Right, I'm going to do 2 lots of dottage. I'm going to do some wild wheat dottage. And just very specific areas, like clump them together. And then I'm going to go over with the blue in a minute. So I think my S is a little bit bigger than yours, Audrey. Oh, a different Audrey. Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, which Audrey was it then? Audrey. Oh, sorry. Not Audrey. It was Andrea. Sorry, Audrey. Yeah, Andrea. Oh, I don't know, Mary. Oh, I'll message her. Yes, I had seen something on Facebook about the weather. Close enough. Yeah, it started with A. Alright, I'm just going to colour in that little centre of these because I just feel that they look a bit odd when they don't have anything in the centre of them. So I've got my blender pen here. I'm just going to pick up some of that colour, the wild wheat colour, and just pop that in the center. That looks better, doesn't it? So that's a blender pen, and it just has like a liquid in it that you can then pick up ink to colour in. Right, I think I'm done. I'm just going to check the backs of all my pads to see if I can find that lost stamp. No, not there. There. Okay, nope. Nope. Right, so the colours I used were, I did use Bubble Bath initially just to lay down a shape which you can't really see anymore, so I may as well have just done it with a pencil. But I can see some little bits of the pink left, but sometimes that happens where you put down a light coating of something, a light covering, just to kind of get it all down there. Then I used Blueberry Bushel to do the detail of the flowers, and then Lost Lagoon to do the body of the flowers. Then I used, what should I use then? Oh, Wild Wheat. And Flirty Flamingo. So really it was the predominant colours are those ones, but there's a little bit of that in the background. Oops. But you could live without that one. So Wild Wheat, Lost Lagoon, Blueberry Bushel and Flirty Flamingo. So that, yes, I've got to look on the floor for another one. I dropped another one as well that I've got to look for. Whereas the other one, I don't know where that is. Okay, so stamps I used that one and that one. Then I was going to use that one with that one, but couldn't find it because I dropped it somewhere. So I ended up using the daisy from Textured Floral just to fill in some colour on there. And the leaf from Sending Smiles, that one, and the heathery looking one, or the wheat looking one, and also that little flower. And then Layering Leaves, I did use the dottage from Layering Leaves, and the very pretty leaf, this leaf here, from Timeless Arrangements. So there we go. Hi Elizabeth. Hello. All right, so I think that's it. So yeah, there's supposed to be a quick one. Thank you, Shaz. Love how your chosen colours make the eye travel. Yeah. So let's just have a quick look at how this would look cut up. So that way you've got like predominantly in there and there, and then like that. I'll be interested to see how it looks. Okay, so you've got a bit of white space there and there and there, there. So you barely actually see the flowers in if you cut it that way, but that's okay. That's just a really pretty little section there. So it'd be great for if I was to cut it into 6. But what I was really interested to see was if we cut it one more way. I'm just going to go through my... Oh, here it is. That way. That is what I wanted to see, how it looked. So you've got a flower there with some white space, flower there with white space, bit of a flower there, white space. Interesting. Okay, so that one has full strength, and then that one's nice. That one's nice. So this one would work beautifully as a slim line. Do it that way. That as just one long slim line would be gorgeous. So oh, Melissa, take care. Yeah, do take care. Yeah. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. Well, Stampin' Up! Do make it easy because they design the colours to go together so well. So, I really do. So, right, I'm going to nip off, guys, because it's past my bedtime. Or past midnight here. And we've got a busy day tomorrow. So, thank you so much for joining me. And have a great weekend, whatever you do. And God willing, I'll see you back here sometime on Monday. Alright. So if you have any questions about what you've seen me do or the products, please email me ruthtrice@gmail.com, and do head to Artful Stampin Space, which is a Facebook group where you can share anything that you've stamped after being inspired by anything you've seen on my channel, and I'd love to see photos. Okay. Right, take care everybody. Lots of love to you all who are facing adverse weather conditions. Thank you, Christine. Yes, I'm going to go look for it now. I know I definitely just dropped one, but I'll have another look. It can't have gone far unless it's gone on my shoe and it's in the garden or something. Oh, it'll turn up. All right. God bless everyone. Take care of yourselves. Oh, thank you, Janet. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.